Nashville style hot chicken started down in Nashville at a place called Prince's. It was the product of a scorned woman who was trying to get back at her husband for being out too late at night. And when he came back the next day, she tried to fix him by making extra spicy fried chicken and, to try to get back at him. And he ended up loving it. And so it ended up going on the menu. And we do a version here in Brooklyn. It's a little different than the one down in Nashville. So we start with 3 pound to 3.5 pound whole chickens. We cut them down into 10 pieces, and then we marinate them overnight in some very simple spices: salt, pepper, cayenne, garlic powder, onion powder. And then we air dry them before we get into the frying process, because we want to really dry out that skin so that it becomes nice and crispy. After patting them dry, we dredge it in flour, let it sit in the flour for a little bit and really absorb all that moisture. And then we dip it in a egg wash that has a little bit of milk in it, and then back in the flour, and then into the fryer. And so that's going to fry for about 12 minutes at 315 degrees. So what makes our chicken different than the Nashville style is the Nashville style is usually tossed in a pepper oil that's usually pork-based, like rendered bacon fat. We do a dry rub, which is a little bit less greasy. It's a little bit more favorable to New Yorkers rather than the Southerners. We have 3 different levels. So the regular level just has a little bit of cayenne in the marinade, and there's no extra chili to finish. And then we have a hot, which is a mixture of cayenne, smoked ghost pepper, and a little bit of sugar. And then we have an extra hot, which is more of a challenge. It's not really recommended, but that has a higher level of ghost pepper. The thing is, with the Nashville style fried chicken, the heat is kind of activated with that hot oil, all right? And so because we do a dry rub, we add a little bit of sweetness to kind of bring out that heat. There's different tastes and different demographics. The greasier method, although delicious, is just not what people want all the time. Also, there's a lot of people that don't eat pork and pork fat, so to speak. So we just, tweaked it a little bit. Moisture really gets in the way of crispiness. And so what we really try to do is get all that excess moisture out of the skin so that the skin renders down into the batter. And kind of like the holy grail of perfect fried chicken is when that skin melts into the crust and it just kind of becomes one.